Guys, welcome to MPAI Labs. I hope you're doing well. How is your weekend so far? I hope great. All right, so this is a sponsored piece by Dynal AI. Now, everybody should be on LinkedIn if it is, part of your brand. I'm on there. I think I've been on there for years and years and years. But this is great. You have ChatGPT. Now we have Dynal AI. It is an amazing thing. I've been playing with it. So basically, it turns the actual, your post, your links, your files, your PDF, anything that you need, on a LinkedIn post, it actually turns it into an amazing thing. And I really like that. It gives you ideas for content. I was having a hard time regarding that. So if you're in position of, in the content system, as a founder, consultant, marketer, any type of team leads or any agency, this AI is going to help you. And I'm going to share my screen in a minute. But I want to give you 6 points, and I wrote them down because I've been playing with it, for like about a week and a half now. Once again, first thing, it turns your notes, your links, PDF, videos, and idea into an actual LinkedIn post, and it's format for that, so you can just like copy and paste. It tries to keep your posts in your own voice and your brand style. So when you log in, it's going to ask you a few questions. Okay. It's going to include, drafting, planning, or reviewing, which is amazing. Publishing, all in one workflow. Like I said, once again, I always had a hard time when it comes to LinkedIn. It lets you approve everything before it goes out live, which is great because you always want to check it. Remember, AI is a tool. Okay. So it's built for, founders, consultants, marketers and agencies, and also content creators. Okay. So it's very, very reputable because LinkedIn, everybody goes there to check to see where and who you are. And it's not just a generic AI writing. So I truly like that. So basically it's, it's one pitch, and it's sort of like I guess, your LinkedIn account manager to help you, daily, weekly, regarding all your posts. So I'm going to show you. All right, here we go. So first of all is you're going to come to Dynal AI. You're going to log in. It's going to ask you questions. Okay. Once you, set up and link your LinkedIn, you're going to come to this homepage. Okay. So if you don't know what LinkedIn is, I'm going to show you mine. This is, the actual homepage of LinkedIn. So, you got a lot of great posts on here. I follow a lot of people on here, and it's amazing. It's actually pretty good, and I love it. Okay. So if you don't have one, in my opinion, you should always get one. All right. Back to Dynal AI. So on your left-hand side, I like to point everything out because a lot of people's like, what do I do? On your left-hand side, you have your home, your trending, your brand DNA. Okay, you need to fill that out. Your analytics, the planning, the calendar, and your projects. Okay, which is, I've been playing with it. All right, on here, okay, you can add different resources. You can choose a PDF, your Word, your PNG, your JPEG. You can add a website, which I like. You can insert text or recent resources. That is amazing. And then you have different tones on here. You can look down. You want a concise, business, humorous, professional, or just auto. Okay. And they have like recommended topics where you can refine your posts, visualize my posts. You can do an URL to post. You can do carousel and quotes. Okay, which is really great. You can search here. Okay, just search by name. You can sort by here. Your intent and your topic is over here. It's very well organized page, and I like that. Okay, so the trending, you can come here, you can look exactly what fits your brand. Okay, and if you notice, there's a repurpose. You can repurpose, so it sounds like you're not copying, you're repurposing. Okay, so you don't want to steal anybody's idea, just FYI. Okay, but they have tons and tons of resources. Okay, so the first one I want to show you, as we have a brand. Okay, it's called the Zero Zen brand. So I uploaded exactly what I want, and this is just like an image from our website, and I wanted it to create something exactly you know the same. It gave me like a different color, but I actually told it to go back to like the purple. Okay, so I should go all the way to the beginning. Yeah, right here. So I basically said I want to create a post for the zerozen.com app in a polite tone. So it came back. It told me basically it analyzed the actual website. So that's very good. Okay. It asked me if I wanted an image. It gave me the image. I didn't, that's not my colors. So I did say it looked good, but then I'm like, you know what? Change the color to the light purple. Exactly what I want. Okay. And what it did is this is the final right here. I can actually copy and paste. We just launched, just let you know. And I think I added that to my LinkedIn. Pretty easy. I love it. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to do was very interesting. I wanted to, explore different angles and I wanted to into a carousel, which is really great. Okay. So it was thinking, now it gave me a LinkedIn post image and I can download it. I can actually put it all in a carousel and look how beautiful each one is. Phenomenal. Okay. I am lazy when it comes to LinkedIn. I don't know. I just get lost for some reason. But, I can come to Dynal AI, put in exactly what I want. And like literally within minutes, it gives me like a perfect thing. Okay. Now I played with this one and I'm continuing to play with this one. We have a new platform, an AI platform called Sales Post app. And it's really great because it actually fetched it, the actual URL and it generated a post because I literally want a post and this is perfect. So basically sales app post is just a daily rep for sales and you're practicing, your closing and conversation with an actual AI. Okay. So Dynal AI basically fetch the URL, did everything in the background and created this post right here. All I can do is just copy and paste, into my LinkedIn, which is wonderful. Okay. So, I don't really need an image because, I can, if I can go back and say, yes, I need an image, but I do not. So we'll just do one, for example, we'll go back to the home page, which is on the left-hand side. Okay. And in here, describe your idea of, for a LinkedIn post. So since Zero Zen, I'll show you, is live, this is the actual webpage. So I'm going to copy this. Okay. And then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to put this in. I can put right here and I'm going to say, I need a post that highlights this app for less stress, if I can spell, and I usually tell exactly what kind of tone I want. I want it in a polite tone. No image. Okay, I do not want an image at all. Apparently I cannot spell image, but no image at all. Once you know exactly what you want, it's pretty simple. Okay. There's more stuff that I'm going to do, like more details. I'll probably do a quote maybe the next time and we'll see how that works along with the carousel. But as of right now, I'm going to show you this You could put a tone here, but I just like to write everything out. It's up to you. Okay, it's your preference. So now it's actually thinking, and it fetched the URL, for the content, and it's reading it. It's generating a link copy, which I like, is it's telling you exactly what you know it's doing, and it's pretty fast. So I still have not connect my DNA. I need to start actually doing that. We'll do that next time together. But anyways, we'll come back to the posts, okay? And basically, it's an emotional tracking app, okay? So it says, lately I noticed something. Most of, my stress doesn't come from the workload. It comes from not being clear on what I actually feeling. So I'm anxious, or I'm just tired, frustrated, or actually disappointed. Okay. So I've been experiencing with this app called Zero Zen that leans, into the idea of emotion, precision, thinking. So, and it goes on and explains everything. If I like this post, all I can do is copy it and then, put it on, my LinkedIn. If I don't like it, I can come in here and actually edit everything. So I will peruse, this. Most likely I do like it because I've used it for like a week and a half, and I think it's very effective. This AI is very effective once again. Okay. So it also tells you if you want to keep it on text only, generate one image. You want to generate a carousel, which is going to give you 3 to 5, different images. I'm just going to keep it at text only. Okay. So, it actually says, got it, keep it text only. But if I change my mind, it's like, I change it, it will generate an image. Okay. So it's very, very, very smart. Also down here, I can add other resources, other posts that I have included in, Instagram or even Facebook. I can add it in here and it works out perfectly, and then it will revise my posts. But I wanted to just generalize and go over this, okay? So let's talk about trending, okay? Because this is very important. It keeps up with the latest LinkedIn trending, okay? And it is up to date. Once again, say that you find, if you like something, you just hit the repurpose, which I'm going to show you, okay? Button. This is a software engineering for only. I'm not a software engineering, but I do like this one. So we're going to go to the biggest reason you stay, stuck isn't your workload. I like this. It's very good. So I'm going to hit the repurpose. Okay. And it's going to say all structure or just the topic. I'm going to do the tone and hit confirm. Okay. So it's working. If you notice, it comes up here and it's going to write and match my style and tone, which is amazing. Okay. Half the time I'm always figuring out, what do I need to do? What's my true tone? Do I want to do polite, professional, humorous, stuff like that. Okay. So, I can actually tell exactly what to do. So I'm just going to hit this just for this example. And it's thinking, it knows already, how I write anyways. And it's actually generating the copy of it. And there is my post right here. It's totally me. Okay. If I want to say, yes, I want a single image, and now it's actually creating an image so you can actually see. And what I like about this, it tells you exactly what it's doing, and you see it, and it's pretty quick. And right about now, I should have my actual image. Should be, okay? But once again, if you sign up, there'll be a link below. You'll get a discount, okay? And anybody who has a LinkedIn account, you should try Dynal AI because it has saved me time in the last week. The images does take just a little bit, okay? But once again, we'll come back to that. So once it's done, so there it goes. This is perfect right here. If you like everything about this, which I do, all you have to do is just hit here. And if you feel that it is incorrect, you don't like the colors, you can change it, tell it, or changing the word of it. So it's very, very amazing. So yes, I am very happy. This right here has saved me tremendously. And once again, I'm going to give you the 6 points because we're going to go over everything once again. So the 6 short points is it turns notes, links, PDF, videos. Maybe next time I'll do a video, an idea into an actual LinkedIn post. It's like your, content manager all in one. Okay. So includes drafting, planning, reviewing, publishing, and approving before everything goes live. So it's great for content creators, consultants, marketing agency, all of that, anything that is connected to LinkedIn. And it focus on you, it writes like you. So you have to make sure when you sign up, to create your DNA. And once again, if, non-sponsor for LinkedIn, if you don't have an account, you should. Most of the people, that I know have created, the LinkedIn account. All right, guys, do me a favor. If you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the sub button along with the bell. And down below, there'll be a link below for a discount. And also, don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time. Ciao, today.